I'm Dr. Alexandra Trollope. I work at James Cook University in the College of Medicine and Dentistry, and I'm originally from the UK, where I did my degree, my PhD, and I worked as well before I came over here to Australia. So the SAGE pilot programme, which is Science in Australia for Gender Equality, I think is really important, and it's very timely as well. Being able to provide a landscape where women can actually be promoted within institutions such as universities like James Cook, being able to get the word out there that it's been supported, that it's been recognised, that there is a split between male and female equality within the institutions is really important. Now it's been raised and it's been highlighted, I think it's going to do wonders for getting women into a position where they feel more confident that they can succeed within the STEM field, and all they have to do really is to just put in the hard work. It's always very disheartening when you hear stories from women that they're putting all this effort in, that they're working really hard and they're doing all this fantastic, groundbreaking research, but it's not actually coming to light that it's them doing it. Because quite often you find with women, self-promotion isn't something that comes naturally to them. Within the STEM field in particular, you have to feel confident in being able to put it out there that you're the one that's involved in this work, that you're the one that's driving this work and this research. So women have to be able to feel more comfortable and feel more confident that the university and the institution is backing them. And I think programs, pilot programs like the SAGE, are going to help do that.
My name is J.Rummer. I am an associate professor here at the Australian Research Council's Centre of Excellence for Coral Reef Studies at James Cook University. So within the life sciences, females are quite well represented, and we see that early on at the bachelor's level. We're looking at about 73% of our life science students are female. Even up through the PhD level, we're looking at about 53% of our PhD students. The problem is, once we get up to the junior faculty and full professor levels, we start to lose a lot of that female representation. And up through the full professor level, we're looking at about 23% of our life science professors being female. I was really excited when I learned that Australia was putting together the SAGE program. It has never made more sense to me than it does right now. At the level I am starting to see a lot of my female colleagues leave the sciences, and it's quite depressing because it's a brain drain, really. And so with something like the SAGE pilot and the Athena Swan, which is tried and true in the UK, we have a platform and a foundation on which to keep these amazing, brilliant scientists in our system, and to show the young females coming up in the next generation that it is absolutely possible to be a successful female scientist. So I guess one of the big questions that people of all genders have regarding women in STEM is, why do women leave? Why do we start to lose women at the upper levels within our fields? And one of the first answers to that question might be the maternal wall. Women leave to have babies and to start a family. But that's not always the case, and in most cases, it's actually not the issue.
So I'm a mother of 2 children. I have a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. So I've recently returned from 6 months maternity leave, and James Cook University was very supportive. So I got very good maternity leave cover for the 6 months that I was out of the academic field, and they also supported me in my return to work as well. So there was flexible hours, I could do a 4-day week if I so desired. There was a lot of discussion around what would help me being able to integrate back into work after having a child recently.
So what are some of the other reasons women leave? Conscious and unconscious bias is a big one. Gendered stereotypes is another big one. Imposter syndrome is one that I cope with and deal with a lot. And imposter syndrome is an inability to internalize accomplishments and is usually plaguing high-achieving individuals. And for me, a lot of the thoughts that come through my head when I'm about to give a talk or am being interviewed for an award are, I can't believe they're letting me do this. It's only a matter of time. They're going to find out I'm not as smart as they think I am. I don't know as much as they think I know. So when I'm asked, why are women in STEM and diversity in STEM issues so important to me? My short answer is, if you can see it, you can become it. And I think that's really important for the next generation, young girls coming up as aspiring scientists. If they can see that it is absolutely possible to become a marine biologist, a life scientist, someone in any of the STEM fields, then that's positive for them. They can see that this windy road is absolutely possible as a career path.
Okay, so the SAGE pilot programme is going to be exceptional for institutions like university, but I think it's really important as well that we get to the children earlier, not just when they're approaching university level, but even younger. So I do some anatomy teaching in local schools, and for example, Mundingborough State School, I've been doing it there for about 3 or 4 years now, and every time I go, the teacher there is fantastic at just highlighting the fact that, you know, here's Dr. Alexandra Trollope. She's a positive role model for your girls. She's very successful in the science field. You know, if you want to achieve this, you can, and here's living proof of a woman that's managed to do it. And I think that's a great way of opening up and trying to inspire the younger generation as well, that they can get into the science field and they can make it successful if they want to do so. So I do dissections at local schools. Mundingborough State School is one of them, and it's always really, really enjoyable, and it's really satisfying, and just trying to provide, again, really early mentorship to these students to say, look, if you want to come along and do it, if you can get excited about the science, you know, come to university, you can be whatever you want to be in life.